company. As far as all of these sort of bizarre rumors that we're in serious trouble. Oh no, everything is bullshit. I mean, as somebody who looks at the balance sheet, I can tell you that is certainly not the case. And we are healthy, we are growing, we are thriving, and we have extremely big moves that we are looking forward to making this year.
Okay.
Things are looking very, very bad for the Daily Wire right now. We are having reports that they have hired a bankruptcy attorney. And this is following the CEO and God King of the company, Jeremy Boring, stepping down along with the president. Now we're getting reports of mass layoffs going on. You have Ben Shapiro addressing some of these rumors. And of course, you have the Brett Cooper fallout, where Brett Cooper left the company and they decided to plug her producer into the role of the comment section, and that has been a catastrophic disaster as well. So we're going to go over all of this, and we will ultimately see what comes of a lot of these rumors. But let's start out right here. Breaking: Daily Wire reportedly hires bankruptcy attorney, lays off 25% of staff. This guy, James, follows up and says, I can also confirm from multiple sources that the Daily Wire has indeed hired a bankruptcy attorney. Now, if you listen to Ben Shapiro here on the Megyn Kelly show, he addresses a lot of this.
But not least, the so-called God King of the Daily Wire, Jeremy Boring, who's been on this podcast many times, who is your partner in founding the Daily Wire, is no longer co-CEO, along with Caleb, who was his co-CEO for years. And now he's going to be doing something else. So there's all sorts of chatter about this online, Ben. People's tongues are wagging. People who used to work for the Daily Wire suggesting this was a terrible implosion and that Jeremy was impossible to work for, etc. What is the truth?
I mean, the truth is that Jeremy stepped down to pursue things like Pendragon, which is the single biggest, I think, entertainment offering ever put forward on the right side of the aisle, like ever by a long stretch. People are going to be
It's like a
blown
Game
away
of Thrones series that you guys are
it's unbelievable.
producing
It's
right now.
unbelievable. Yeah, I mean, it's like high fantasy, Arthurian legend, 7 episodes at very high cost. I mean, it is a major, massive project, and he has to go and he has to edit that. We have to figure out exactly how we're going to market that. We have other creative projects that Jeremy is going to work on, that Jeremy wants to work on, and that Jeremy is involved with. And frankly, the day-to-day management of a very large and growing company was not, I think, in his view, conciliant with that mission, which is for him to do more creative projects, to do more on the entertainment side. And frankly, I think for Jeremy, that's where a lot of his heart is as well. And so he wanted to put more focus in that as we mature as a company. As far as all of these sort of bizarre rumors that we're in serious trouble. Oh no, everything is bullshit. I mean, as somebody who looks at the balance sheet, I can tell you that is certainly not the case. And we are healthy, we are growing, we are thriving, and we have extremely big moves that we are looking forward to making this year.
Well, you can say that, Ben, but if you go over to the comment section, a channel that was built by Brett Cooper, currently at 3.8 million subscribers. When Brett Cooper was there, you were getting hundreds of thousands of views per video. You now see 17,000, 17,000, 19,000. These sounds like views I get, not Brett Cooper. Nothing really that is even remotely close to even 100, like 50K. You're not even breaking 50K on this channel right now. You thought that you could just take Brett Cooper away and put another personality into that role with the same editing and all of that, and clearly that's just not the case. Brett Cooper was recently on the Sean Ryan show, and he asked her about Reagan, her former friend, who, from what I understand, and I could be wrong about this, I feel like Brett Cooper got Reagan hired at the Daily Wire, if I'm not mistaken. And ultimately, when Brett left, Reagan took over the role, if I have that correct. Here we go.
When you left, your maid of honor, best friend, was it Reagan? Is that her name? Took over the comments section. How did that feel?
Friendships are hard.
Are you guys still friends?
I don't say so.
Would you like to still be friends?
Of course. I talked about that actually in another Dear Brett thing. Adult friendships are really hard. You always think it's going to get easier. Kind of just gets harder. And with more people knowing who you are and having influence and having eyes on you, then you kind of question people's motives in being friends with you. And it's kind of like a hard knowing how to meet people. And so I'm like loyal to maybe a fault. But
Do you feel that she was disloyal in taking the role?
No, she's an adult. And this is what I will always stand by. You have to make the decision that is good for you and your family. I did that, and she did that.
Why do you think the friendship fell apart? If you wish her the best of success.
Friendships are hard.
Do you want to say anything to her?
That's a difficult question. That at the end of the day, I wish you success and I wish you well.
Brett Cooper is actually a very, very level-headed person. I never watched her content. I mean, I do feel like she definitely benefited from the Daily Wire at first, no doubt about that. But she is showing to be such a level-headed and decent person. And I have gained nothing but respect for her through this entire process. I still don't watch her content. I'm not interested in her content, but she just seems like a really, really good person. And it is amazing that the Daily Wire allowed her to leave. And now this is the result right here. Just disastrous stuff. Disastrous. I mean, these are just catastrophically bad numbers compared to what Brett Cooper was getting on this channel. Now, we have this right here. Implosion at the Daily Wire is accelerating. What started with Jeremy Boring stepping down has now spiraled into mass layoffs and another firing of a senior executive, Alyssa Cordova, the vice president of public relations. The Daily Wire just fired Alyssa Cordova, their VP of Public Relations, and according to sources, was Jeremy's minion, one responsible for crafting the company's aggressive and paranoid media strategy. Now, again, if this is true or not, I'm telling you what this account is saying right here. So I'm not sure if this is all true. This guy is the same guy that said that he was confirming that you have sources at the Daily Wire saying that they have brought in a bankruptcy attorney. Cordova allegedly stalked former employees online, kept folders of clipped videos of their enemies, helped wage internal vendettas under the guise of PR. One source, the disaster of their PR strategy over the last year was cooked up between Jeremy and Alyssa. Mass layoffs, the Daily Wire is also shuttering its kids division entirely. Roughly a quarter of the company, and internally people are furious. One source put it bluntly, if they let Jeremy go a long time ago, many people would still have jobs today. Everyone knows it. Now, in terms of that, we had this tweet that has now been deleted because My Nerdy Home responded to it. But the tweet was, the Daily Wire just laid off its entire kids department, including myself, so I'm free to work if you have anything for me. That tweet has now been deleted. So this is a massive disaster on every level. Here's Milo saying, it's just a coincidence that the Daily Wire is skidding to a halt as the U.S. aid is shuttering. So is it a coincidence? We don't know. This video clip from Ian Carroll talking about how the Daily Wire views things.
All about. The way Jeremy Boring thought he could just replace Brett Cooper with her producer and act like nothing had ever changed and the same audience would stay there, that is enigmatic of this old way of thinking. That the peasants just want to be entertained and you just put programming on their TV and they're guaranteed to watch it. That is not how it works. People subscribe to stories, they subscribe to people, they subscribe to authenticity, and the Daily Wire is the embodiment of an inauthentic, bad storyline that treats all of its people horribly.
He is 100% accurate, and he has some great breakdowns on the Daily Wire and the disaster that's going on there. So We're going to see how this all plays out, but it doesn't seem like things are very good at the Daily Wire as it currently stands. Now, again, Ben Shapiro has directly said that these things are not true. I personally do not like Ben Shapiro, and I wouldn't believe anything Ben Shapiro says, but it's fair to put that on the record that he has said that these things are not true and that they have a lot going on and a lot of good things going on. So we're going to have to see how this all plays out. But you guys have a great day. Thank you very much for checking out this video. Make sure you go over to metapcs.com. Use the promo code 199 if you're interested in a brand new PC or a laptop. Custom build, pre-build, whatever you're looking for, they have it over there and they will take care of you. Have a great day, and we will talk to you later.